He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
So they have it all to do again.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Ahmad! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Bruno Fernandes goes short. Shot a goal! And that is doing no harm at all.
Decision. Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
Palmer. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Casemiro. Now, can they get him away? Fofana cuts it out. Gusto. Knocks it into space. Casemiro. Martinez, and it's Casemiro. Šeško, now it's Ahmad. And he's picked it up out wide. For Pedro Neto. Mazraoui is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. And he's gone looking for safety. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And it's Palmer. Pedro Neto has it in a wide position. Crosses it in. Ugarte. Ahmad. Šeško. Now he's running away. He'll try from distance. And he has kept it out somehow.
Šeško really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Oh, great leap!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well read, nice interception. Palmer. Esteval. For Palmer. And it's Caicedo. And Cucurella threads one in. And that was nowhere near his best. Yoro. Well, that has not gone well. Now it's João Pedro. He's having a hit! Shaw. Bruno Fernandes. Matheus Cunha. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. They've played it short. Has crossed into the middle. And it's hoisted clear. The ball goes in. Oh, good climb! Mazraoui finds himself offside. Gusto. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch for Pedro Neto. He's shifting through the gears here. Manchester United are a team that take pride in possession.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. They like to be brave with the ball, get on it, have a go, Peter, try something different. They certainly have the players who are very eager to take that on.
Esteval. And it's Palmer. Good ball, good take. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Ugarte. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Matheus Cunha. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Over to the right flank. Great chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, what has happened here? And again! He's got a goal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came up beautifully.
Chelsea leading now.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Shaw finding himself in space. Oh, he's played it in low. That's going to go a long way. Shaw has it out wide and in space. Santos. Hato. And it's Palmer. Pedro Neto. Hato. Pedro Neto. And Santos. And it's Hato. Great vision. Pedro Neto providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, important interception. Casemiro. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Spread out to the left. Santos. Cleared without hesitation. Mazraoui. Ugarte. And it's Shaw. Bruno Fernandes. Crosses it in. Estevao. And it's Palmer. Estevao. Ooh, a delicate chip through. Played out towards the right wing. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he's following up. And that's a tidy finish. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Chelsea go up by 2 and are looking good.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Succumbs to the pressure. Chelsea have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in control at 3-1. Now it's Pedro Neto. Santos. Gusto. Palmer. He goes for a shot! Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Mazraoui. Looking for a runner. Caught offside that time. Gusto. Hato. Now it's João Pedro. Now it's Pedro Neto. Oh, that's a fine interception. Šeško. To Bruno Fernandes. Played out to the left flank. Cunha receives it in a wide position. Well read, and the danger is averted. Gusto. Santos. And it's Caicedo. Caicedo. And Santos. Esteval. Fofana. And Gusto. And it's Palmer. And no, he's seen through all of that. Šeško. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Caicedo. Now Esteval. This is a promising build-up. That's going wide left. And the finish! Maciej Cunha. Šeško. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Spread to the right. Pedro Neto. And Santos. It's a really well-measured ball. Esteval. Looking to play him in.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's managed to get free. It's a good-looking delivery. Hato with the clearance. Fofana. And it's Gusto. Now Esteval. Santos. Chelsea looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. And it's Hato. And Santos. Fofana. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's having a pop! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
João Pedro actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Chelsea have their second corner now. Pedro Neto with the short one. Can he finish? Now, how often do you see that?
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Mazraoui. Šeško. Great pressure, plenty of it. Cucurella. And it's Hato. Santos. And it's Hato. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And it's Cucurella. And the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
João Pedro is offering a right smile there.
Chelsea have their third corner. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Mazraoui. Fofana calmly anticipates. 5 minutes till the break. Now it's João Pedro. Esteval. Can he finish? Ahmad. It's a sharp pass. Bruno Fernandes. That's a good ball out wide. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Ahmad! And now they can spring out of defence. Gusto. Palmer, whose purpose now is to complete a hat-trick. And Cucurella. And it's Caicedo. Cucurella picks it up out wide. Shoots! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Chelsea palpably stronger, better, superior. Pedro Neto. Caicedo. For Palmer. Goes looking wide. Esteval. He shifted it to the flank.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. And the shot! Matheus Cunha. Played towards the other side. Cucurella. And it's Palmer. For Pedro Neto. Cucurella gets into a good position. And it's made its way to him. That'll be a corner. This possibly the last play of the half. Ahmad. Mazraoui. And it's Ugarte. Bruno Fernandes. Šeško. Bruno Fernandes. Ahmad.
decision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Flashes it across. It's hard to believe we're only at half-time. The lead is
Ball's
3.
gone out of play.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Done delicately. Matches Esteval. And it's Palmer. That is good alertness. Nasraoui. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Ahmad. He's having a shot! He's kept it out just.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot-on-sight policy. It's just not working.
Esteval. And it's Gusto. Gusto gets a cross in.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Bruno Fernandes. Played down the flank. He's in plenty of space here. It's a promising position. Decent chance!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Aimed beyond the defence. Tries a shot! It's bounced back off the post. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Out of play for a goal kick. Cucurella. And Caicedo, distributed tidily. Well, the less said about that pass, the better. Bruno Fernandes. Šeško. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. Pedro Neto. Gusto. And it's Palmer. Now it's João Pedro. Matheus Cunha has a look and plays it forward. Cucurella gets across to intercept that. And it's Palmer. Now it's João Pedro. Pedro Neto. Chance! And that's a sharp finish. His utter joy. He engages with absolute happiness. Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches. Followed up with an unerring finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
As if three weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. Chelsea are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Out towards the flank.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Santos. Gusto. And that's a throw-in. That's destined for the flank. Can he get it through? Now it's Matheus Cunha. There's the shot!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played. That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Palmer, currently being consciously targeted.
Well, he helps himself to a treble, Peter, and then they switch on. It's a bit late now.
Mazraoui deals with that comfortably. Matheus Cunha. Bruno Fernandes. And Casemiro. Ahmad. So big chance! He's put it wide.
Ah, that's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Gusto. And it's Caicedo. And Santos. Cucurella. And it's Hato. Caicedo. Pedro Neto in acres of space out wide. Matheus Cunha.
The attendance
So we've reached the hour mark.
96,847.
Esteval for Palmer. Santos. Pedro Neto has the space to scheme. Oh, nice touch. And Santos. This looks promising. And it's played in. He's rising! And he's steered it beyond the post. Casemiro. Šeško. Oh, good spread.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
It's a goal kick. Caicedo for Pedro Neto. Now this could be a chance. Shaw makes the interception. Matheus Cunha. Esteval. And it's Gusto. Caicedo. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, cracking ball. And he shoots! Oh, special! That is a special goal! About as smooth as it gets. And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Nicely spread. Ahmad.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he's in on goal. Cucurella. And it's Gusto. Palmer. Esteval. Palmer receives it in a good position here. Ugarte did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Space for him to turn and look. Not a hint of offside here. Shaw made a good run there.
That was a great ball that looked right on the money. Trying to get behind the defence is something that can work well here.
More and more pressure on the ball here. Fofana. And Caicedo. Gusto. Esteval. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's out for a goal kick. Shaw. And it's Casemiro. Now Ugarte. Yoro. Now Diallo. He's in a great shape to shoot! Santos. Gusto. And it's Hato. Cucurella. And Caicedo. Spread it left. Santos. For Pedro Neto. Santos. Can he latch on to this? Chance! They're up to 5 corners now. And it's been taken short. And it's Cucurella. Santos. Cucurella. Plays it in low. Too long and over the line. Shaw. Yoro. And it's Mazraoui. Just about up to 75 minutes. Sesko! Pedro Neto. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? And the shot! Real chance! Oh, denied at the last.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
Sesko! No, that's just wide. Gusto. Palmer. Esteval. Yoro. Mazraoui. And it's Casemiro. Now it's João Pedro. And it's Cucurella. Now it's João Pedro. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, there was plenty on that.
Well, the invitation was there, so he was right, in my opinion, to take it on. Alas, it was a technical flaw.
Casemiro. Palmer. For Pedro Neto. Palmer. Looking for the run. Cucurella gets into a good position. Flashes it across. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Mazraoui. Bruno Fernandes. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Stood up well to him there. Now it's Pedro Neto. Now it's Palmer. Santos. And Caicedo. And it's Gusto. Esteval. Nice looking ball. He's on it. Can he get away? He's had a shot! It's a loose ball. Ahmad. Yoro. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Palmer. And Caicedo. Palmer. That is ended up in no man's land. Yoro. And it's Casemiro. Now Diallo. Palmer. Caicedo. Played out towards the right wing. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Santos. Hato. And it's Caicedo. And it's Palmer. Now it's Pedro Neto.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Lisandro Martinez did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Santos. Gusto. Fofana. And it's Caicedo. Shifted it to the flank. Now it's Pedro Neto. Palmer. Pedro Neto. Palmer is onto this. He's picked his way through. Palmer gets a cross in. And he's managed to get rid. Esteval. Looking here to chip it through. Matheus Cunha. Now Ugarte. Bruno Fernandes. Just 5 minutes left. Takes a shot! Caicedo. And it's Cucurella. Santos. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Cucurella gets flagged offside. Casemiro. To Martinez. Mazraoui. Yoro. Here's Shaw. And it's Ugarte. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Chance, surely! Oh, he really got hold of that. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Fofana. Gusto. Esteval. Esteval ventures forward. Palmer in with the challenge. And it's made its way to him. Chance for a shot! Priceless from Palmer! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
How many? Just how many? Martinez, played to Casemiro, and it's Bruno Fernandes, and it's Palmer, distributed tidily.
3 minutes added time.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes, and here's Palmer. It's a really well measured ball. Esteval. Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. Casemiro. Shaw. Looking for options for movement. It's a goal kick. And that's really well manoeuvred. Nicely aimed pass. Tries to pass it through. Can he finish? Well, he caught that pure, but no end product. Fofana. And Gusto. Esteval. Opts for safety. Gusto.
Decision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Flashes it across. Ball's gone out of play. Done delicately. Matheus Cunha is wide and looking to get onto this. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Caicedo. It's a good ball out wide. Esteval.
Decision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Flashes it across. Ball's gone out of play. Done delicately. Matheus Cunha is wide and looking to get onto this. This place is definitely up for it. Two sides. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, it's as friendly as it can be in the circumstances, but you feel the rivalry.
Well, Peter, you can dress it up any way you like, but we all know what we're in for.
And there's no point trying to pretend otherwise. No disguising the edginess that's swirling around us here.
No, these teams only know one way to play each other.
It is a true heavyweight clash. So straight into the action. Chelsea are looking to go forward now. Out for a throw. Looking for options for movement. It's out for a goal kick. Cucurella. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, I don't think you can beat Luke Shaw, Peter, when it comes to players coming good. Having suffered just about every setback imaginable, I'm delighted to see him finally fulfil his potential, especially on that attacking front.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Gusto. Esteval. Now it's João Pedro. It's a really well-measured ball. Showing good feet. He slings it, and a header! Oh, it's hit the post! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Pedro Neto certainly got the pace he wanted on that, but not the all-important bend.
And he's in on goal! Lovely feet. Shot at goal! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Bruno Fernandes actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Hato. And it's Cucurella. Now it's João Pedro. João Pedro! It's run loose. Oh, that's another chance!
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Bruno Fernandes. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Shaw delivers. Sesko! Caicedo. And it's Cucurella for Pedro Neto. Santos, played out towards the right wing. Esteval. Oh, fabulous play. And the finish!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
Pedro Neto plays it short. And it's Gusto, played with finesse. And now they can spring out of defence. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Palmer. Now it's João Pedro. Esteval receives it in a good position here. That's very neat. Tries one from range. Just not quite happening for him just now.
Chelsea really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Mazraoui. Bruno Fernandes. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And no, that was never going to make it. Martinez. Yoro. Now Diallo. Nicely aimed pass. Esteval. Now it's João Pedro. Oh, it's a great ball here. Nice interception, well timed. Ahmad. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Palmer. Now it's João Pedro. Chance, surely! There it is! A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
15 minutes is number 20, João Pedro.
Manchester United are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Mazraoui. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Cross flung in towards... Oh, good effort! Oh, good finish! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Manchester United, after 16 minutes,
A great delivery and a finish to match.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Bruno Fernandes. Great vision.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Esteval clears without hesitation. And it's Ugarte. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Now it's Matheus Cunha. He's had a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Caicedo. Pedro Neto. And it's Caicedo. And Santos. Cucurella. And it's Caicedo. Hato. Fofana. Opts for safety. Palmer. Esteval. Casemiro. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And it's Mazraoui. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Cleared away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Cucurella. Fofana. Gusto. Caicedo. Ugarte. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Matheus Cunha. He's had it taken off him. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Now it's João Pedro. Tries to play it through. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. Chelsea have their second corner now. And it's been taken short. And it's Gusto. Tries a measured ball, and the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Esteval clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 3 coming up. They've played it short. Fofana takes a shot! And that's in! And they've got their lead back! And he's done it again, he's got his second!
After 25 minutes is number 20, João Pedro.
Chelsea with the lead. Ugarte.
Which raises hope.
And here's Ahmad. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Palmer. Esteval. No outsmarting him this time. Ugarte, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Ahmad. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Santos. For Pedro Neto. Cucurella. Palmer. He's looking wide. Looking to play him in. And the shot! It's a goal! They are purring, truly purring. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Chelsea go up by 2 and are looking good.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And they've got rid. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Caicedo. Chelsea have scored 2 quick goals here and are firmly in control at 3-1. And it's Cucurella. Cucurella is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's João Pedro. Pedro Neto! And it's there! And they're threatening to fly away here. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Chelsea palpably stronger, better, superior.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Caicedo. 15 minutes till half-time. Pedro Neto picks it up out wide. He's rising! He will be livid with himself. Casemiro. Now Diallo. Palmer. Oh, good spread. Now it's Palmer. Spread out to the left. That's a shade optimistic. Ahmad. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Cucurella is in a really good position out wide. Shoots! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Chelsea are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Bruno Fernandes. That's going wide left. Palmer. Now it's João Pedro. Played out to the left flank.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Mazraoui. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Bruno Fernandes. Pedro Neto. Santos. For Pedro Neto. Now it's Pedro Neto. That has been slung wide. Cucurella finding himself in space. João Pedro!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
And he's had it nicked away. And it's Palmer. Threads one in. Good take, and is he in? Shapes to shoot! And he couldn't quite make it 6.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Casemiro. And it's Ugarte. Šeško. Cucurella cuts it out. Gusto. Santos. It's a pretty loose pass. Just 5 minutes left until the break. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Hato, and it's Caicedo. Caicedo powering forward here. He's going for goal! Oh, terrific save.
Palmer probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Corner number 4 coming up here. And it's been hooked away. Gusto. He is just caressing the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Bruno Fernandes just eases him off the ball. Now this could be a chance. Now it's Palmer. Esteval. Bruno Fernandes. And that's really well manoeuvred. And here's Ahmad. Can he finish? Keeper always had the measure of that.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Chelsea have the chance to go the other way. There will be a throw-in. And he's intervened well there. Cucurella. That's destined for the flank. Now it's Pedro Neto. That has been cut short. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Ahmad. And he was alert to it. Palmer. And Caicedo. Pedro Neto. João Pedro. It's a promising position. It's a good look. Oh, great leap! Oh, crossbar! No luck this time. Casemiro. Now Diallo. And it's Mazraoui. Caicedo gets over and intercepts. Hato. And it's Cucurella. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. And Fofana. And it's Hato. Hato, and it's Caicedo, and Fofana, now it's Palmer, He's on it, can he get away?
Decision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Flashes it across. Ball's gone out of play. Done delicately. Matheus Cunha is straight into the second half. Now it's Palmer. Palmer tries to pass it through. Goes for a shot! And he hits the net. It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Ugarte is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now it's Pedro Neto. Forced to go back. Esteban! And yes, it's there! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick. Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Ahmad. Nice control. Pedro Neto. Caicedo. And Santos. Palmer. Now it's Pedro Neto. He's found a way past. Martinez. And it's Ugarte. To Bruno Fernandes. Matheus Cunha. Palmer was in no mood for any of that. Esteval. And it's Gusto. Gusto. Santos. Cucurella. An instinctive delivery. Oh, that's a fine interception. Matheus Cunha. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Šeško. Oh, he's played... Big chance! And that's a sharp finish. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless.
The goal scorer for Manchester United after 53 minutes is number 8, Bruno Fernandes.
At least that has given their people something to smile about. Oh, nicely intercepted. Yoro. Now Ugarte. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Santos. And it's Gusto. And that has been slung wide. Cucurella. Palmer, here's on, and the shot! No, it's wide.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Casemiro. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Manchester United ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Esteval is being harried and hassled.
Oh, look, Peter, this has been a textbook illustration of how not to defend, and finally they've decided to single him out.
Esteval stood up well to him there. Matheus Cunha. Casemiro. And it's Shaw. Shaw with the cross. Oh, good climb! And that is high. Look at the space here. Bruno Fernandes! Gusto can get it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Caicedo. Santos. Not the most accurate pass. Yoro. And Casemiro. Ugarte. He's in a great position here. No, that's been intercepted. Cucurella. And it's Hato. Fofana. And it's Hato. Cucurella. Hato. Just about up to the hour now. Pedro Neto. Now it's João Pedro. Matheus Cunha. Now Ugarte. Casemiro. Pass somewhat off target. Šeško. Pedro Neto. Now it's João Pedro. And it's Caicedo. And Cucurella. Santos. Pedro Neto. Now it's João Pedro. Now it's Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto. Chance! And it's in! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
63 minutes is
And now he has two.
Pedro Neto.
Martinez. Here's Matheus Cunha. Ugarte. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Palmer. And Santos. And it's Caicedo. Nicely spread. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Casemiro. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Casemiro. It's a searching pass. Thinks about the shots. Can he finish? Pedro Neto. For Palmer. Santos. He's found a way through. Oh, such a clever touch. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Ugarte. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Now that looks a decent ball. There's the shot! Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Bruno Fernandes goes short. Real chance! Not the most convincing of passes. Chelsea are looking to go forward now. Caicedo. Hato. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Hato. Pedro Neto. That'll be a throw. And it's made its way to him. Can he get it through? And he's picked it up out wide. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Bruno Fernandes with the short one. And a chance! He's put it wide. Cucurella. Caicedo. Now it's Pedro. Over to the right flank. Esteval has it out wide and in space. Aimed beyond the defence. The ball goes in. And it's claimed by the keeper. And it's Palmer. That's where it came from. Pedro, chance! And there's a goal! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Number 20.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite. I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Distributed tidily. Hato. Caicedo. Now Esteval. Just about up to 75 minutes. Cunha receives it in a wide position. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Palmer. Caicedo. Santos. And it's Gusto. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Palmer. This looks promising. Palmer. Pass is just off target. Bruno Fernandes. Pedro. And it's Mazraoui. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Now here's the delivery. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Santos. For Palmer. Gusto. Plays it through.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Pedro. Chance for a shot! And he's missed it.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Mazraoui. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Mazraoui. Cucurella. Santos. And Gusto. Caicedo. And it's Cucurella. Cucurella. And Santos. Cucurella. Santos. He's looking wide. Played into space. It's a goal kick. Ugarte. Here's Matheus Cunha. Bruno Fernandes. Šeško. Hato. Santos. And it's Cucurella. Ahmad. And it's Casemiro. Ugarte. And that's going wide left. Now that's well seen too. Estevao. For Palmer. Cucurella. That's a good ball out wide. This is a promising build-up. João Pedro is having a shot! Oh, denied at the last.
Yeah, he can be proud of himself, the goalkeeper, for rescuing a perilous situation.
They're up to 5 corners now. Oh, a few ironic cheers tell the story. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, good spread. Mazraoui. Now it's Ahmad. Oh, it's come loose. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And he's forced to go back. Palmer. Caicedo. Gusto, who's set up 1 goal so far. Passing is crisp and sharp. Estevao. And it's Palmer. Pinches it off him. Mazraoui. Šeško. Cucurella gets across to intercept that. Just 5 minutes left. Santos. Now it's João Pedro. Hato gets on his bike and on the move. Wriggles his way through. He's having a pop! Brought out the best in the keeper.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Mazraoui clears it away. And here's Neto. João Pedro. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Matheus Cunha. And it's Bruno Fernandes. That's a cute ball. Hato with the clearance. Matheus Cunha. And here's tries a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And that has been cleared.
Bruno Fernandes really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Caicedo. Santos. And it's Palmer. Looking for the run. And he's worked it through. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, shooting chance! It's bounced back off the post. Ahmad. Shaw. Time added on 4 minutes. Yoro. Oh, good-looking ball. Decent chance! And that's past the post. It's a really well-measured ball. Ahmad. Hato. Now it's João Pedro. Caicedo. Ugarte. Esteval. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Palmer. Bruno Fernandes does have his name on the score sheet, of course. And that's it.
Decision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Flashes it across. Ball's gone out of play. Done delicately. Matheus Cunha is wide and looking to get onto this. Has never been diluted and never ever will be, all stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud, the tone for this game. Palmer! And he couldn't quite find the target.
Just couldn't quite control it. Nothing wrong with the height and the contact.
Ugarte. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, I wonder a little bit what role this guy, Matheus Cunha, has been asked to play here, Peter, because despite all his creativity and ball skills, he doesn't really have blistering pace to be an out-and-out winger or the strength to be a number 9. I just love it when he gets that free rein to roam wherever he wants. We'll have to wait and see on this.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. It's a really well-measured ball. Esteval makes a move down the right. Gusto. Oh, beautifully shaped ball. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Ahmad. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Caicedo. And it's Cucurella for Pedro Neto. And it's Cucurella. That's a super give and go. And the shot! It's in!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Manchester United finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Esteval. Santos. And that's really well manoeuvred. Ugarte. And it's Casemiro, distributed tidily.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Santos. Joao Pedro. It's a threatening ball. Palmer. That's destined for the flank. Now it's Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto. That's good play. Now it's Palmer. Can he finish? It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
He's going for goal! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Gusto. Palmer. Chelsea leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Gusto gets a cross in. Casemiro. Ahmad. And it's Ugarte. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. And it's Gusto. Now it's Palmer. And he's picked it up out wide. Incoming delivery. He's rising! It's a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Chelsea are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Chelsea are already cruising here. 2-0, a fabulous start. That has been cut short. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Gusto. Now this could be a chance. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto is onto this. Shaw. Chelsea have hit a quick-fire double here and are well and truly in the driving seat. Quarter of an hour played. Played out to the left flank. Can he get on the end of this? So no flag here. Pings in across. Esteval! Yes! They are purring, truly purring. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one.
After 17 minutes is number 41, Esteban.
Chelsea find a position of real strength now.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Ball's gone out of play. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Played into space. He's in a great position here. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Now it's João Pedro. Esteval. Palmer. Real chance! Goal! And they're threatening to fly away here. Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Chelsea are having a ball here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Martinez. And here's Bruno Fernandes.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
That's good defending, very good defending. Hato. That is ended up in no man's land. Caicedo gets a foot in here. Caicedo defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Cucurella. And Santos. Cucurella. Santos. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. That's a lovely, neat pass. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Martinez. Yoro. And it's Mazraoui. And that has put paid to that. Cucurella. Santos. For Palmer. Santos. João Pedro. Cunha producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Played out towards the right wing. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It shapes to shoot! Oh, shooting chance! Casemiro.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Now it's Pedro Neto. Chance, surely! Šeško. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Diallo picks it up out wide. There's the shot! And it's been taken short. Chance for a shot! And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, great chance! Brought out the best in the keeper.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Getting up there! And he's missed it.
Casemiro really couldn't have done much better with that. He was under so much pressure.
Caicedo. That has been slung wide. Driving forward. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Ugarte. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Esteval. Now it's João Pedro. Spread out to the left. Now it's Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto, he leaps for it! And that's in! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
After 29 minutes is number 41, Esteban.
Chelsea are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Looking for the run. Now this... And the finish!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Santos, over to the right flank.
Well, Peter, he's looking particularly sharp.
And certainly on the hunt for his personal treble.
Yeah, and I certainly wouldn't go against that. Oh,
Tries a shot! And that has faded wide.
well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Casemiro. Ugarte. Now Mazraoui. Pedro Neto. Takes on his marker. Palmer. Oh, he's having a go! He lifts the roof!
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals. Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Palmer. Caicedo. And it's Palmer. It's run loose here. He's having a hit! Well, he caught that pure, but no end product.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
Cucurella. For Pedro Neto. Great vision. Oh, he's found support out wide. It's a promising position. Palmer! And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Cucurella. Tries to play it through. He's on it. Can he get away? Thread. And a chance! And yes, it's there! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Number 10.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Shaw just loves to go forward whenever he can. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And it's Gusto. Esteval. Tries to pass it through. Not a hint of offside here. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. It's their second corner of the game. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Ahmad. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Those looking wide. Cunha.